I'm Symphony Privet. Thank you for joining us here on Featured. We hope to inspire or simply make you smile with uplifting stories across the country. First up, we are showing you a man who can do the butterfly, crossover loops, and more. They're really hard yo-yo tricks that only the best can pull off. And one Arizona man is climbing the ranks as a yo-yo master. Justin Pizzera shows us what this yo-yo champ can do.
It all comes down to this 3 minutes on stage for Matt Zito. He's stringing together some of the most impressive, difficult tricks you can do with two yo-yos. This routine right here got him first place in nationals. So if you think he's good, he's one of the best in the country. We caught up with Matt at the Yo-Yo Factory in Chandler. He's showing us his case full of yo-yos. Some will cost you about $150 each. Others are inexpensive, like the two $18 plastic yo-yos he used to win his national title. But long before there were any titles and competitions, Matt had only played around with a yo-yo. It wasn't until high school when it really caught his attention.
I was supposed to be doing homework and I was watching YouTube and like something popped up in my recommended, and it was like a yo-yo contest video of two people like competing against each other, and that's what got me excited.
And that's all it took.
You know, they both looked like just two teenagers, you know, just going at it with yo-yos to music, and like they made it look so, I don't know, so like really fun and like really cool.
Matt eventually joined a local yo-yo club to learn the skills and tricks. He took some time off in college, but once he graduated, he filled a lot of his newly found free time with a yo-yo, getting better and better to the point where he started to compete.
When I was preparing for the national yo-yo contest, I was going for like 3 hours a day of like straight yo-yoing and working on my routine and working on my tricks and, you know, trying to be on the national competitor level.
Matt says some of the most challenging tricks are done behind the back, under the leg, and anything else that will impress the judges. Judges are looking at how difficult the tricks are and how well the routine is choreographed.
They have two clickers in their hands. Doing a trick gives you a positive click, and then making a mistake gives you a negative click. And then at the end, they have a certain number, and that number is used to evaluate, you know, how technical your freestyle was.
There's also a separate panel of judges that's looking at the overall performance. Matt hasn't just won a national championship once, he's won it twice.
I don't know, I never thought I would be national champion at anything, like at any point in my life, and then it just kind of happened. I feel motivated with like all aspects of my life now, right? Like I think I can do anything if I put the time into it.
That was Justin Pizzera reporting. A Pennsylvania caregiver is being recognized on the national level. Tammy Tomey was given a Visiting Angels Caregiver of the Year award. The company has 600 locations throughout the country and provides home care through personal assistance or companionship. Visiting Angels says some of Tammy's clients have described her as the wind behind their backs. Well, Tammy says she's just happy to help.
Everybody needs help sometime in their life, and I'm glad that I can be there to help them.
As Visiting Angels Caregiver of the Year, Tammy received a $10,000 check. She also got a $5,000 bonus from her job. Good for her. While young Eagle Scout's life journey has come full circle in Texas. He was born in the NICU. And as Audrey Castorino explains, he is now using his Boy Scout skills to care for families facing similar challenges.
Since he was 5 years old, Ezra Sharon has been scouting, adopting the values and living by the Scout oath and law.
I love that when it comes to Scouts, we don't do anything for just any reason. We do it all the time to benefit the community, like when it comes to doing service projects or service work, like cleaning up a park.
So when it came time for his Eagle Scout project, this 18-year-old with a servant's heart decided to give back to those who help some of the smallest and most fragile get their start in the world.
I was making donation bags for the Methodist Children's Hospital NICU. They consisted of things like baby wipes, baby books, baby toys, baby blankets. It's just to kind of give them a little bit of a leg up on the journey of raising a NICU kid.
And Ezra can relate. He too got his start in a NICU, born at just 26 weeks and weighing just over 1 pound.
Being where I came from and what I started out as, I was pretty set on this idea that I wanted this to be my project.
Ezra collecting donations and putting together over 100 discharge care packages. His effort not going unnoticed by the NICU nursing staff at Methodist Hospital.
It truly is like a light and a beacon whenever they're getting these bags and the NICU story. It gives our families hope and compassion, and knowing that there are babies out there that are thriving.
The bags, nurses say, went quickly, but Ezra's legacy will live on at Methodist Hospital at Zoe's Prayer Garden. The Eagle Scout service continuing by building this bench by hand, a place for families or even staff to grab a moment of peace and solace.
It feels great knowing that the passion and work and effort I put into my project is being utilized and that it's being used for a good cause.
We love our NICU babies, and we especially love when they come back and they show us the growth and the impact that they're doing. It reconnects us to our purpose, what we do every single day. It reignites our why and why we do this.
Like these medical professionals who fight for the tiniest lives, Ezra hopes he can continue to fight the good fight too. His dream now to go into law enforcement, making him a kid who makes San Antonio great.
Keep fighting for what you know is right, basically. That's what I have done and what I will definitely continue to do.
That was Audrey Castorino reporting. And now to a big show of support for a beloved small business owner in Minnesota. For more than 2 decades, a coffee shop has been brewing conversations and connections. Now, Morgan Wolf shows us how the community is pouring that kindness right back.
At this Cathedral Hill corner,
it is very St. Paul, yeah.
Conversations flow as freely as the coffee.
A lot of people can do those cold plunges, but I could never do that.
For 20 years, June Berkowitz has been the heartbeat behind Nina's Cafe.
I'd had this dream for about 10 years, and one of my students, I thought it was too big, I thought it was too much, and he said that I knew how to build community in a classroom, so I would be able to build community here.
And that she did.
Hi.
Yeah.
Jason Ross walked in for a cup of coffee 20 years ago and left with a lasting friendship.
Pretty much part of my family.
To be able to create a space like this in a place, you have to have kind of a sparkly superpower.
Primarily, they come to enjoy a conversation with one another, and that's really wonderful for me to see.
Conversations at Nina's span just about everything.
Really?
But lately, there's been one conversation everyone wishes
I don't want that label. Yeah, I don't like it.
they didn't have to have.
It doesn't make me feel good, so I don't like to say it.
So I found out in April that I have pancreatic cancer.
Doctors recommended that she begin chemo immediately.
This pursuit of being here on Earth for however long it is and whatever the battle is going to be, I want to have more joy.
This week, her friends stepped in.
560. Thank you.
Instead of June serving her customers, it's her customers now serving her.
It's not surprising. You still have to be a little bit in awe of it.
Within 5 days, an online fundraiser raised nearly $20,000 for June.
Really never a dull moment.
In a place known for conversations, this one is being met with more love than words.
I just really believe that it's here to teach me something. I had something else to learn, and I'm going to learn it.
Thank you.
On Selby Avenue,
I don't think it's been a change, all of a sudden she's a warrior.
Morgan Wolf.
It's more like June's just being June.
All right, check this out. This isn't your average bike ride around the neighborhood. These cyclists pedaled 3,200 miles across the country. Jim Altman takes us to Connecticut to speak to them about the purpose behind the ride.
Coast to coast, but little chance to coast.
We went from Seattle, Washington, and finished up in Madison, Connecticut.
We're talking 3,200 miles in total, probably about 60 to 70 miles a day for 52 days.
Riding on the Farmington campus, UConn medical students James and Zach are just back. They've completed a school tradition,
Yeah, this is the 20th year that a team from Yukon is going and biking across the country, you know, for different causes every year.
Basically pick a charity and then fundraise throughout the year, and it culminates in the Coast to Coast ride.
For second-year med student James Marks from Guilford, he was driven by this mission. And every mile eastbound hit home.
We raise money for the American Foundation for Suicide Prevention, which is an organization close to me. In 2022, I lost my father after a lengthy battle with depression. So it was just meaningful to be able to try to do something, you know, raise money for such a good organization.
At every stop, seemingly their pedal power increased.
In total right now, we raised $22,135. It's just really lovely to meet people along the way.
Early on, the Cascade Mountains in Washington were stunning. A lot of climbing, which kind of, you know, was a shock to the system, but it was beautiful. We went to a rodeo in Mandan, North Dakota, and a personal favorite of mine was Minneapolis. We went to a Twins game, spent a rest day in Minneapolis.
It was a crazy physical trip, a crazy mental trip, but yeah, I'm not sure if this is a trip we can top.
This is definitely something that's going to stick with me for the rest of my life. Surpasses any other trip I've even dreamed of doing, so that'll stick with me for forever.
In Farmington, Connecticut, Jim Altman for Featured.
All right, we have more on Featured straight ahead. Here's a quick look at what you can expect. A pageant contestant dusts off her tap shoes and returns to the spotlight. She shares what it's like to jump back into the competition after more than 40 years. Plus, the delay that kept a library book away for a lifetime. We take a look at the note that reveals where it's been all this time. And a little bit later, customers come for the food, but they stay for the royal treatment. What surprising category a restaurant is aiming to get a 5-star review in. Welcome back. A former pageant competitor rekindled an old passion after 4 decades. Jen Wall shares why her return to the stage is more than just a comeback.
The crown is secured inside.
At 60 years old.
Lock it.
Instead of slowing down, Brenda Wolf is adding even more accomplishments to her already impressive resume.
Asked them what the age limit was, and I said, I am turning 60. And they said, you need to do the senior competition.
A competition Brenda Wolf, a mom and grandma to 6, jumped right into.
So I got started immediately, put together a routine, and started choosing my trousseau, my wardrobe, for this competition.
And a competition she's familiar with.
Do you think 20-year-old you would believe that you'd be doing another pageant in your 60s?
You know, I honestly never thought about it, and I think 40-something years ago it was wonderful.
Brenda performed another tap routine and interviewed with judges then.
Ended up winning, and that was a blessing.
And they call your name, and what's going through your mind?
Oh my gosh, really? Wow.
Brenda Wolf.
And I think I was kind of numb at that point.
Brenda crowned Miss Senior Arizona under bright lights.
I feel as though at this point in my life, I'm just getting started. I love reinventing myself.
The women supporting each other, each with no slowing in sight.
That was Jen Wall reporting. Now, if your shoes are talking, or maybe your favorite purse is peeling, you don't need to throw them away. Allison Gormley shows us how one family business in Indianapolis is making old and worn down possessions new.
It's a family business fixing shoes.
My grandfather was a shoemaker, and his grandfather was a shoemaker.
Dad Dominic Mina and son Nick Mina run Hackey Instant Shoe Repair at the Greenwood Park Mall.
Nick's been here probably, I'd say, since he was 13.
The two take shoes, purses, and belts in rough shape and turn them into something new again.
A lot of this stuff now is very expensive to buy new. So if you can double the life of them for a small repair fee, it makes it worthwhile.
For example, leather cowboy boots that can cost hundreds of dollars.
A lot of these come in because they're too tight in here, they're too tight in the calf. We open these up and put zippers in them. Sometimes we make the heels higher or lower.
The straps are wore out.
Mina said another reason customers come to them, they want to hold on to something special.
People have their favorite purse or their favorite jacket or favorite boots, and they want to keep them.
Yeah.
We called a few cobblers to get some price ranges, and high heel replacements range from $15 to $25. Resold shoes between $40 and $125, a belt extension between $25 and $45, and finally a new purse strap, $25 and up. Fixing accessories when possible is also better for the environment. It's estimated the U.S. sent more than 9 million tons of clothing and footwear to a landfill just in 2018. That's almost 2,500 full garbage trucks every day for that year. A Mina mission to preserve possessions, the planet, and a family legacy.
That was Allison Gormley reporting. Now, a book ends up back at the San Antonio Library 82 years after it was checked out. Now, you're probably wondering, how did it get back? Henry Ramos went to the library to find out.
To whom it may concern.
This story begins with a letter dated May 9th, made out to Central Library in San Antonio.
After the recent death of my father, I inherited a few boxes of books he left behind.
In June, the library got this letter in a package from Oregon. It also included a book.
I found the included volume of Your Child, His Family and Friends by Mrs. Frances Bruce Strain from 1943. When I noticed it was from the San Antonio Public Library, I decided to send it back to you.
A book checked out from a San Antonio library in 1943.
Because it's not every day that you get a book back after 8 decades.
San Antonio Public Library marketing manager Scott Williams still in disbelief.
Nothing close to 82 years. This is by far the longest overdue item we've received.
The writer of the letter says they believe their grandmother checked out the book and forgot about it when the family moved to Mexico City to work at the U.S. Embassy.
It went from here, theoretically, to Mexico City. Who knows where else from there? Eventually wound up in Oregon, and now it's here.
Decades later, the book is writing a new chapter, showcased in a glass case with the letter.
It made its way back to us.
And in closing, the family member writes this as an ending to this story.
I hope there's no late fee for it because Grandma won't be able to pay for it anymore. Please accept my gratitude for all of your service. I promise to donate to your library as soon as I can to show my appreciation for all that you do.
That was Henry Ramos reporting. Now, luckily for him, San Antonio Public Libraries eliminated overdue fines back in 2021. But get this, if there were a cost associated with that, the fine would have been around $900. Whew. Crisis averted. Already coming up next on Featured, a childhood dream deferred. Look at this. One mom shows Disney magic isn't just for kids. Caught on video the moment she's been waiting for since she was 10 years old. Welcome back. Let's dive into what's trending now. Now, we all remember our first trip to Disney World, right? It can be pretty emotional for folks at any age. Well, that is what one 58-year-old realized when she met Mickey Mouse for the very first time.
I finally met Mickey. You did? Yeah. Are you crying? A little bit.
Aw, this is Tracy. Her daughter posted this special moment on Instagram. The 58-year-old mother says she always wanted to meet Mickey Mouse, a wish that almost came true when she was 10. Listen to this. Her family visited Disney World and spent the entire day looking, but never found Mickey. Now, after waiting 48 years, she finally got to meet her childhood superhero. I love that for her. I guess Disney magic never gets old. Alrighty, now this next trend is celebrating the ladies. Women's sports bars are growing in popularity across the country, and now the movement is making its way to Arkansas. Lauren Spencer takes us inside botanical pubs.
At Botanical, whether it's European football, rugby, or even the NBA, they believe sports bring people together.
And we really just try and make the place as welcoming and as inviting to everybody as best we can.
But now the pub is bringing something new to the table, a partnership with Her Game Too.
Which is a wonderful kind of group of ladies that have got together to support women in sport in all manners, whether it's women playing sport, women viewing sport.
The movement began in the UK and now it's reaching pubs across the US.
We stand to tackle sexism and support gender equality in the sport.
And for Botanical, the mission fits. International games have already drawn a loyal crowd of women's sports fans, and owners say the energy is only growing.
We do our best to show even more sports that include women, things like the WNBA and women's soccer here in the US. I mentioned the Rugby World Cup. We also can do watch parties and just general events to raise awareness.
Partner pubs also provide safety tools, making women feel safe in the environment.
All of our partner pubs commit to displaying the reporting poster, which is on the back of bathroom doors. So that allows someone in the bathroom to connect immediately through the QR code or the link if they feel uncomfortable.
And for supporters, it all comes back to making sure the next generation knows they belong.
We want young girls to be able to actually see other girls and women participating in sports, working in sports, female referees. We just want to see let them see they have a place there.
That was Lauren Spencer reporting. That's a wrap on Trending. Here's what you can expect up next. Blazing a trail in the sky, we meet a woman who took control of her own destiny and landed in the history books. Plus, a routine lunch period became so much more. How a surprise visitor served up smiles and a heartwarming moment in a school cafeteria. Hey there, thank you for staying with us on Featured. I'm Symphony Privet, and we are continuing to bring you some uplifting stories across the country. A high school track coach in Minnesota noticed his runners seem to be favoring a certain route. It took a little while, but he has finally figured it out. Boyd Hubert shows us the sweet diversion the runners discovered.
Up with the birds as Blooming Prairie's awesome blossoms.
Hey, RJ.
Wing their way.
Sophia's coming, right?
Toward another cross-country season.
It's our first day of practice. Okay, ready? Go.
Coach John Bruns warms up his runners, while across town, Sandy Bass has her team frozen.
18 Twin Pops. Orange, cherry, banana,
popsicle lady,
lime,
that's what we call her,
and grape. I buy them in bulk.
They may start fresh at the school, but it's 7th and center.
Morning, guys.
Runners are known to pick up their pace.
So you're ready for a popsicle? Hi, Andrew.
Hi. I'll yellow.
Yellow.
This started
Have a blue, please.
more than a decade ago when a runner who'd asked to use Sandy's bathroom was offered a popsicle.
Yes, there is a red just for you.
Let's go to the popsicles lady's house. Then we can also get a walking break too.
For a long time, I didn't know exactly what was going on. One of the days I was with one of the groups, and all of a sudden she's calling them up for popsicles, and they're like, oh, and they were kind of worried that they're going to get in trouble, and like, no, this is awesome, that's great.
We even kind of like moved it into like track season 2.
Though the distance runners have been known to taunt the sprinters.
They stay on the track. We bring our popsicle sticks back to make sure they know.
I'm Byron. Today, Sandy's meeting her new runner.
You're Joey. I know Joey.
Something that our team can experience and something that we can all enjoy.
All, including Sandy.
Tim. I lost him on April 14th, 22, when the kids started coming and ringing the doorbell and gave me a reason to get dressed maybe some days. You'll probably get me crying. It's everything.
No wonder her freezer also fits some of her 50 boxes of Girl Scout cookies.
Jaden, what color would you like? Yellow, please.
No kid at Sandy's house
Hi, how are you?
gets turned away.
Ella. Blue. When I go through the checkout, they just say, do you like popsicles? And I said, yep. I said, I have a lot of kids.
A lot of kids with the unofficial Awesome Blossom team colors.
Who gets the bigger treat?
Me. Me, definitely.
Boyd Hubert.
See you tomorrow, guys.
Students are posting positive messages for their peers to see. And as Ava Hedges explains, they hope to create a domino effect of kindness in school and their community.
First, I was hoping maybe to get
15 or 20 kids to show up for a meeting, and I think our first meeting we had almost 70 kids show up.
Aubrey Norton teaches second grade at Apollo Elementary in Aledo, and she had the idea for the Kindness Club in February while she was doing research for an online course.
I thought the Kindness Club would be a great way to showcase the students of Apollo and give back to the community at the same time.
Her idea?
We were on board right away.
Well, it was a hit. Chad Robertson is the principal at Apollo Elementary and says since the Kindness Club formed, he's seen an impressive uptick of kind acts in his students.
Kids are holding the doors for each other or saying please and thank you at lunch when they got their food from the workers at lunch, and just on the playground going to play with new friends.
Not just at school. Fourth graders Ava Jones and Olivia Batten, both members of the Kindness Club, are sharing kindness with their community by painting rocks to leave around town.
What do you hope someone does when they pick that rock up?
I hope they smile and they maybe hide it for a different person.
And making posters.
I think it's really cute to do this type of thing.
Which Mrs. Norton says turned out to be a big hit.
We had to have some emergency poster making because there was so many businesses and restaurants and people that wanted to hang them and really show their support for the kids. I just really hope the kids realize that they can make a difference.
Because it doesn't matter how old you are. One small act of kindness,
And I had a student even bring me a rock.
can inspire a big smile and hopefully a chain reaction.
I find myself doing more random acts of kindness.
So while there are many different ways to say it,
Nice, helpful,
and I mean many different ways to say it,
friendly, thoughtful.
Apollo Elementary keeps it simple with one mission.
Spread kindness, any chance we get.
In Aledo, Ava Hedges.
A runner in California has left her mark on roads across the world. She is now a part of an exclusive club for international travelers. Jeff Sevely shows us how this feat is nearly 50 years in the making.
I've always heard one of the best ways to stay young is to keep moving. Still running every day with a spring in her step, you can hardly blame Gloria McCoy for almost forgetting her age. How old are you?
I'm 80.
You almost said 60.
I almost said 60, but I turned 80 June 9th.
Gloria has run 105 marathons in her life, including 2 Boston marathons.
I run about 6 miles a day.
She runs circles around her competition and the globe. How many countries and territories have you visited?
I have visited 215. Wow. And I'm a member of the Travelers Century Club.
The International Travelers Century Club is for travelers who have visited more than 100 countries, a number Gloria has more than doubled.
This photo in front of us, we are in Iran.
Gloria traveled the world with her husband Charlie, who passed away 2 years ago.
This is Ethiopia. This is in Papua New Guinea. This is in Bangkok, Thailand. This was in Laos. And this was in Cuba.
Where are you there?
Uzbekistan.
Wow. Gloria even ran a half marathon.
My number was 336.
In North Korea. You're so humble, you failed to tell me that you finished first in North Korea in your age division.
I did. Yes.
How many times have you done that? Because I'm seeing first here, and first here, and first here.
I have been fortunate to become a competitive runner, which I never planned.
I asked Gloria, what keeps her so young?
My secret is keep moving. Just keep moving.
In the Sevely Zone, do people oftentimes say, you're not 80?
Well, they're going to know now.
Jeff Sevely.
Keep moving!
A woman has traveled the country making hundreds of skydives. Ooh, but as Lindsay Buckingham explains, even with 6 decades of jumps under her belt, she's still reaching for the sky.
Take a look at this. This is 86-year-old Kim Knorr making her 900th jump this past weekend at Arrow, Ohio in Ashland.
Yeah, Kim!
She's been jumping out of planes since 1959, back when skydiving wasn't mainstream for women.
We didn't have a sport organized at that point where they were just starting to. And so it was hard to find a pilot that would come and fly us.
Her first jump at age 20 changed everything.
It was just the freedom is living in the moment and flying around like a bird.
So she became a competitive skydiver in 1962, making history as part of the first U.S. women's skydiving team to win gold at the World Championships.
18 countries showed up, and we won the gold. The girls did. And I said, this is amazing.
Then she stepped away from her passion for 37 years.
I was raising a family, and life gets in the way.
At 64, she found her way back. Now she's on her rush for the gold journey, determined to earn those coveted gold wings from the U.S. Parachute Association that come with 1,000 jumps. It's what she's always wanted to do.
I started out with the goal, so I might as well finish it up and get my gold wings.
She spent decades traveling to drop zones across the country. For Kim, every jump is more than just reaching a number.
It's brought a lot of joy to my life, and it's brought a lot of trust in God. He's taken care of me, and He's given me a lot of happiness in life and positive energy.
That's why Kim hopes her story reaches anyone who's waiting to take the leap.
It's never too late. You know, I think that if you have something that you've been dreaming and planning on for years and sort of put it on the back burner, it's time to start thinking about living your dreams.
That was Lindsay Buckingham reporting. Now, the culture and traditions of several native tribes in Oregon were on full display. Take a look here. Aiden Brown shows us how the beat of drums connected communities through rhythm and dance.
It's like inviting guests into our home. How honored that we can be to put on something like this as a tribe.
I mean, all in all, it's about making new friends, seeing old faces, and making memories.
Connection. That's what the people of the Confederated Tribes of Grand Ronde aim to create as their annual contest powwow.
Their original powwows was to come together and share stories, share laughs, share goods and trading, share dances and experiences.
Anthony Quinnell has been helping to coordinate this connection for the last 7 years. But that wasn't always the case.
I was one of these little guys running around the powwow and seeing this powwow happen every year, and now it's my turn to give back.
Now, Anthony's own daughter continues to form her own connections.
I think I went to my first powwow when I was 3 days old.
She's 14.
No, it doesn't get old.
Her favorite part of it all?
Just all the people that it brings and all the connections you make with people.
But these connections run even deeper and are measured in years, not weekends.
My grandma, Pearl Samaripa, she was a women's Northern Traditional dancer, and she was my favorite dancer. And so whenever I'm dancing Northern Traditional, I feel like I'm dancing with her.
So, as the glittering sounds of jingle dresses fill the air and pounding drums shake the ground, Confederated Tribes of Grand Ronde welcome all to join in the beauty of connection. Connection to people, the land, and community. Not just for a weekend, but for years to come.
Just any kind of medicine that helps fill your soul, what you need inside you, that's what we're trying to make here for everyone.
In Grand Ronde, Aiden Brown.
Already time for a quick break, but first, let's check out what's coming up next. A bar is picking up the tab in its community. How strangers are raising roofs and spirits for a Korean War veteran. Being a military child isn't always easy. That's something I know about firsthand. While a parent serves their community, it can mean months apart, missed birthdays, milestones, and many memories. But all of that distance makes the reunion even sweeter. Andrew McClung shows us how one Army specialist turned his homecoming into a moment his little girl will never forget.
Time. It can be short, but as 6-year-old Alana Yates at Adrian Burnett Elementary will tell you, it can also be long. When's the last time you remember seeing him?
A long time. A long time.
Elena hasn't seen her dad in almost a year because
He saved the world.
Like I told her whenever we was getting ready to leave, and then she knows that I've been back home. I'm not over in Kuwait anymore, but she doesn't know that I'm going to be here today.
Around lunchtime Thursday, Peyton Yates arrived as a visitor at Atlanta's school for the surprise of a lifetime.
Knowing my kid, I don't know if she's going to be really surprised or if she's going to try to come and tackle me at first.
So when the time arrived, what felt so quick turned into a moment.
Hey.
Frozen in time.
I told you I'd be coming back home, didn't I? It was very, very wonderful. Very. Daddy missed you so much. You want me to go back?
No.
No? Okay. I won't go back for a while then.
Yay.
In Knox County, I'm Andrew McClung.
I love those stories. I'll watch them every time they come across my screen. Now, Papa Privet was gone for a lot of my childhood. He was on deployment pretty often for like 6 to 8 months at a time. And he would come home for a month or so before he'd have to go back out. So we definitely cherished those moments as a family. And I remember one specific time he came home. He didn't show up to school, but he was at home and I didn't know it. So I just came home from school, assuming it was any other day with just my mom and I. And there was Papa Privet. It meant so much to me. I am a daddy's girl, even at my big age. Alrighty, let's move on to our next story here. A kind gesture at a Maryland bar led to a community effort to renovate the home of a Korean War veteran. Sean Martinelli takes us to where it all started with one stranger and a bar tab.
Every week, the Anchor Bar in Frederick, Maryland could be Cheers. On Thursdays, a customer comes in and everybody knows his name.
Charlie's a great guy.
We love Mr. Charlie. He's such a doll.
Fun. He's fun. Yeah.
He's 96.
Yeah.
He's 96 years old.
They're talking about Charlie Rensel.
What do I usually order? Beer?
Coors Light.
What else?
A few months ago, Charlie ordered the same drink in this same spot
He likes to be the center of attention.
when something different happened.
I noticed Mr. Charlie had a Korean War hat, and I just went quietly to the bartender and I said, I want to pay their bill.
Alex Nolan didn't know Charlie, but he's a fellow veteran.
And I fussed at him. I said, you don't have to do that. I said, we pay our own way. He said, well, he's a veteran, and he said, I want to do it.
Alex not only picked up Charlie and his wife Anna's bill.
As a veteran, it was personal for me.
He learned they live in this Brunswick home, that they go to the bar after Charlie's oncology appointments.
He has some kind of blood cancer.
But other than that,
Dementia starting.
I've been,
Dementia
memories starting to go to hell. But, well, I'm sorry. That's right, we're on tape.
As Charlie got care, parts of their home needed repair.
They didn't ask for this. I'm literally asking them and saying, we're going to make this happen.
Alex enlisted the restaurant regulars.
I hadn't seen something like this.
Community members.
It was incredible.
And strangers.
Half the people who helped, I didn't even know their names.
Though they knew Charlie and knew they had to help.
And we wanted to make a difference.
Fundraising for the bathroom remodel that was to make it ADA compliant.
So you didn't have to go up the stairs. Someone looks, hey, those windows are really bad.
Redoing the concrete in the front walk to be able to make sure that that's accessible with a walker.
These are new windows here.
All of that, along with new paint.
We painted this entire living room up into the stairwells.
And new landscaping.
There was not enough thank yous to say how much we appreciate everything, what they've done for us.
Very true.
Improvements totaling more than $10,000, with more to go.
I've never seen anything like it. I mean, I'm overwhelmed. Believe me.
The Korean War vet says he's felt a lot in his near century on Earth, but never anything like this.
Yep.
You're okay. You're okay.
Not doing it because I'm sad, I'm doing it because I'm happy.
You make me cry now. We got people saying they want to grow up to be just like Charlie.
God help them.
And to think it all started here, with one stranger who picked up a check.
They even said, Alex, why are people so nice, Miss Anna? They don't know me and they're so nice. I said, well, you know, people do care.
He's enjoying life right now.
Very much so. The old life is winding down on the right foot.
On the right foot, thanks to the right people. Even better than everyone knowing his name, Charlie now knows they care.
How lucky can I be?
In Frederick, Maryland, Sean Martinelli.
Oh, what a great story. All right, don't go too far. Here's a quick look at what's coming up next. The most important room inside this restaurant, it's not where you eat. The owners explain why their bathroom is getting as much praise as its food. Welcome back. A Texas restaurant has won awards for its outstanding cooking, but now the owners are going beyond the plate and into the bathroom. Sean Giggy explains.
Tatsu Dallas, the only Michelin star restaurant in Dallas, recently earned another exceptional honor. But it's not the food that's drawing praise. So, what is it? You won't believe.
America's best restroom.
Yep.
We are going for the title.
Owners Hiroko and Tatsuya Sakaguchi are one of 9 finalists in the 24th annual contest held by business services provider Cintas.
I think it's a fun contest, yeah, and it is like a little unique and quirky sometimes.
Cintas marketing manager Kristine Betch says a bathroom contest sure sounds funny, but insists it's no joke. She says a quality bathroom is essential. And at Tatsu Dallas, they take their duty seriously. How serious?
It's our most expensive room in the whole restaurant.
The wallpaper is hand-painted. The toilet, automatic. The seat, heated. And the whole room gets a fresh cleaning after every use.
We believe the restroom should be the most important part of a restaurant.
Hiroko and Tatsuya say the bathroom is a reflection of the restaurant. The food can be perfect, but if the bathroom is putrid, the whole experience goes down the toilet.
Your whole memory of our Tatsu Dallas experience will be destroyed.
Thankfully, they haven't had to worry much about that. Customers are flush with excitement.
Yes, they take photos in there.
Of what?
Selfies, yes.
Hiroko and Tatsuya didn't design their bathroom for pictures or awards. In fact, before they were nominated, they had no idea such an award even existed. So they can only imagine how it would feel to squeeze out a big win.
Honored.
Would this mean more than a Michelin star?
No.
It may not be their greatest honor, but it's a solid number 2. In Dallas, I'm Sean Giggy.
A solid number 2. I see what you did there, Sean Giggy. Now, I don't know about you, but I like, aesthetics at a restaurant, but I'm not gonna go for the restroom. I want good food. All right, that's it for Featured. Until next time, make it a great one.